Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday. It's January 12th. Hey, I enjoyed the Camaro update last night. Boy, that's just, from this end, this side of the lens, it is way more enjoyable to take a car out and have a little bit of fun with it than to just talk about, organizing the garage and getting things built. So I certainly understand from your side of the lens that's probably way more enjoyable as well. So I decided to stop making excuses and just made something happen. I know the mount I'm using isn't very good in mobile. It's perfect in this situation. And I'm not sure how Doug gets it so stable in a moving car, but I'm gonna try to get in the Trackhawk when I get it. Trackhawk should come back tonight. And we'll see if it's more stable in a SUV than in these sports cars. But I know, God, the engine movement of the Hellcat causes a lot of vibration. And then we saw it in the Camaro last night too. So I've purchased, and it arrived last night, a GoPro mount that holds the iPhone. So I'm hoping that that suction cup and that system will actually hold it so I can continue to record in the car with the iPhone. We'll see. If not, we'll have to switch more to the GoPros themselves. That's a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll see. It's a learning process, and that's just the next step of the learning. Let's see. So the one, these videos over the last month have really led through this process of how I think about things and how I execute things and how I go from, connection and dreams and passions all the way to actions. And I just want to talk about the next step, and that is what's blocking us from taking that action, from actually doing, from stopping just watching videos and reading books and listening to audiobooks and trying to watch the next motivational thing. What spurs us on to action? Or actually, in this case today, it's about what stops us from doing that. And so I know some of these videos don't land for everybody. For some of you, this isn't even why you're on this channel. For some of you, it's we're talking about phases in life that you either haven't gotten to yet, or you're well beyond. I get that. But so one of the things I want to talk about today is an observation I have found around most of the people I run into in my life and things that I've had to move beyond. And so the question I have for you that I don't need to know the answer for, in fact, I don't really even want to know how you answer this question, but I believe you must ask it, and you must know the answer, and you must get comfortable with the answer. You must ask it time and time again. You must put yourself through a pretty rigorous and regular process of asking this question. So the question I have for you, the question I ask you to ponder is, what are you waiting for? I mean, really think about that. Who are you waiting for? Because some of the responses I see to these videos is very analogous to what I've seen in my life and things I've had to challenge myself and move beyond, and I have to do it on a regular basis. And so a minor example was last night's video. I had been making excuses to you guys about the weather wasn't right, the light wasn't right, it was winter time. I couldn't get home in time to get the light right. The weather was cold, the roads were wet, the roads are slick. Holy crap. You saw me do it real time. And I finally caught myself yesterday, and I said, no matter what, I'm going to go home and give you guys some in-car content. Yeah, I didn't have the right mount. Yes, it was blurry. Yes, it was vibrations. Yes, it was largely in the dark. Blah, blah, blah. But we got a 15 or 18-minute video last night about being in the Camaro. What does it look like? Back it out. Show you the lift. Show you in the road. Let you hear it. And I learned a couple other editing skills. So there's a minor example, one minor example of what I'm asking you to do. Because what I have seen over time has been most of us are waiting for something, and many times we don't even realize it, and we have no idea what we're waiting for. And the analogy I would give you is we're waiting to be discovered. You're waiting to go to that LA restaurant and have somebody walk up to you and go, wow, you're exactly who I was looking for. I would like to offer you a $15 million contract to play the lead role in X, you know? And that shit just doesn't happen in real life. Certainly not in my life. And so I have had to overcome and stop waiting and just go forward. So if you're waiting for the government to do something, if you're waiting for the government to make it easier, if you're waiting for your union to do something for you, if you're waiting for your family to do something, if you're waiting for your company to do something, if you're waiting for your boss to do something, if you're waiting for your market to do something, if you're waiting for the internet to do something, my advice to you, the thing I would like you to ponder is, it's not going to happen. You know, and what I found, and I was very frustrated with this revelation a few years ago, that if I'm not doing it, that if I'm not actively working a plan towards something, it is not going to happen. And I am good with that today. You know, the guy who sits at this video today is, I'm comfortable with that. If I'm not working it, it's not happening. So, you know, I wanted a big company, so I worked towards it. I want a great family, so I'm trying to work towards that. You know, I wanted a horse farm that was high quality, and I had to go do it. You know, now I want a car. I want nice cars. I want those apex hunters on the road. Those rare, just what I told you that the channel is. It's a rare, you know, American muscle car. I like the modern cars. I like the Apexes. I like the Corvette. I want the ZR1. With the Challenger, I want the Demon. With the, you know, with the track cars, I want the Viper. With the Camaro, I want the 1LE. You know, with the Mustang, I want the GT500 Shelby. So I had to work towards it. No one was going to bring me one. You know, no one was going to give me a garage. Nobody was going to bring me the Hellcat. No one's going to bring me a Demon. No one's going to bring me a Trackhawk. And so I'm just pounding that into you here, because if you find yourself not taking your own action to move you towards a dream, a goal, a passion, then you're probably subliminally waiting for something. You're waiting to heal. You're waiting for someone to enter your life. You're waiting for maybe even some mythical, hypothetical, nebulous thing to happen to you. And my advice to you is that active is not going to happen. And that unless you're actively working it, you're not moving towards the goal. And again, I mean, like yesterday, I'm going to take the next 3 days off of these videos because I rubbed you pretty raw yesterday, and I'm rubbing you pretty raw today. I'm asking you to take some very hard introspective steps and do some deep analysis on yourself. Stop waiting for someone else. Stop waiting for anyone else. You know, start moving things forward yourself. In whatever environment you are, there is a way out. There is a first step. I don't care what your situation is. We can begin to take our own actions, no matter how small or how long the action plan would take. Even if it's a few years to get to your first set of objectives, I advise you to start walking towards them. So please, I beg you, you know, ask the hard question. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting? If you're not moving forward, you're probably waiting. Again, I have no business on knowing your answers. There's nothing I can do about your answers. Only you can do it. There's no one on the planet who can do this introspection for you, and there's really no one who can decide for you to start taking actions to correct it. That is something that we have to do from inside of us. So the only person we can change in the world is ourselves. You can't change your spouse, your children, your boss, your clients, the marketplace, the world, the country. You can't change it. You can change yourself. My advice is go get active. Actively work towards your own improvement. And we've walked through the process of how I would advise you to do it. So really just today is, if you're arrested, if you're not taking action, if you're frustrated with inactivity, only you can change that. So that's it. We got a 3-day weekend, at least here in my world. It's Martin Luther King weekend, so we got 3 days where I won't be coming into work. I'll probably, like I said, take the next 3 days off from any sort of business or life videos. Yeah, it will depend on if you have questions or if you want to see some more material down this road. You know, I'm willing to jump on and do one over the next few days. If not, if we're kind of waiting on me, I'll try to get one out on Tuesday morning. So that's really it. The next 3 days, I'll try to spend some time, you know, in the garage with the cars. You guys, most people seem to like the Camaro video, and someone actually said, "Hey, feed the beast," meaning you guys. You know, feed the beast and do the same thing in the Hellcat. So, you know, I think that'll be the first priority, is to get a Hellcat video out. If the Trackhawk comes home tonight, then we'll have it for the weekend. Maybe I'll do a Trackhawk one as well. If it doesn't come home, it'll probably come home Monday or Tuesday. So I'm going to try and see if the Viper is actually ready. I'm going to talk to Shane when I get done with this and ask him if I can maybe take the Camaro up on Monday and bring the Viper home Monday, and that would mean Monday night the Viper would be in the garage. If he's not truly ready, it'll probably be next Friday or Saturday, so a week from today or a week from tomorrow. The Pennsylvania car event is Motorama. So that's the actual formal name. I haven't found the website. I really haven't done any other research, but it's Motorama. I believe it's February 18th and 19th. I will be in Shane's booth. So if you want to meet me, if you want to meet Shane, if you want to come see the Viper in real life, you know, I believe we will be at Motorama on those dates. So I'll continue to update as I get smarter, as I talk to Shane more, as we get a detailed plan in place. I'll certainly get it out, but those are the dates and that's the name of the event. So that's it, you guys. Have a great Friday. You know, we'll talk cars over the next few days, but have a great weekend, and we'll talk like this again anytime you need it, and then we'll talk like this again on Tuesday. So have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.